everyone, welcome to Tube of Tunes. I'm Luke.
Hello, and I am Sam.
And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing Scoob. So if you haven't watched the film yet, have no fear, we will not be spoiling it in the first half of this review. So if you want to know, so if you haven't seen the film yet, you're undecided, and that's why you've come here, don't worry, we've got you sorted. We'll let you know whether it's the sort of film for you. But then in the latter half of the video, we will go into spoilers, but don't worry, we'll let you know beforehand.
We'll give you a warning.
So Sam, are you a big Scooby-Doo fan?
I am. I love Scooby-Doo. Grew up with it. Had them all on VHSs, you know, just constantly watching and watching and watching. Loved it.
I love Scooby-Doo. Still watch it today. I'm like one of the biggest Scooby nerds you've probably ever met. I love the classics. I still quite like the moderns, but yeah, no, I get what you mean. Classics are.
Yeah.
I think that makes us more than qualified to review Scoob.
Definitely.
It's been out a few days now. What did you think?
I personally loved it. But I mean, I know that might be biased because I love Scooby-Doo. There's nothing really bad about it. Kids will definitely love it. I think they'll love it how we loved the classics.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I really love the film. I think other people love it. Maybe it's just because we both love Scooby-Doo, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I think even if you've never ever somehow never watched Scooby-Doo, like it explains the whole thing from the start. So
it has like there's like a prologue that just perfectly introduces all the characters to you. Really helps set up the world. And if you are a fan of the show, there's so many like little references that like it's just gonna make you get all giddy and
inside you're gonna be like, oh.
Like, I know that.
Did that.
It's very modern. I like the new take. The gang are pretty much the classic gang, but with slight updates. What do you think?
I like it. I think they've changed them, but in a way that's still not too much.
They're still the characters.
They've done little tweaks and stuff. They still reference how they used to be in the original ones.
Also, it's not, I think we should know, it's not just a purely Scooby-Doo film. There's a lot of wider Hanna-Barbera characters. Blue Falcon and Dynamite, their main characters in the film, because it is truly a Hanna-Barbera film more than just.
Yeah.
It's not the traditional Scooby-Doo film. Like, it doesn't follow like the plot of a typical episode. I'd say they've changed it up. They've made it, I'd say, a bit more cinematic. You know, it feels like a movie. It doesn't feel like a 90-minute episode of Scooby-Doo.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like there's a lot of little twists and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it kept it going. Like you kept wanting to carry on with it. As much as it's for obviously aimed at like kids and mainly like us that loved the classics, I loved all the little like puns and jokes they put in it. I thought they were hilarious, like that we can relate to. Yeah,
it was very funny. A lot of references to like other Warner Brothers things, like there's a few Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
A few celebrities' names thrown out there as well.
I don't think there's much else to say without really spoiling.
Yeah, I know, it's like hard not to.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong, the film isn't like perfect. Honestly, like any negatives I'd have are like they're being picky, and I wouldn't be able to list them without like spoiling them. So I will mention them a bit later on. If you haven't seen this film yet and you're very undecided, I'd say go watch the film.
Yeah, you gotta give it a go at least.
All right, I think now we're gonna get into start talking some spoilers.
Ooh.
All right, so if you haven't seen the film yet and you do not want to be spoiled, this is your opportunity to click away.
Leg it. Here we go.
What would you say was your favourite part of the film, Sam?
Favourite part? I think favourite part is like when they all meet. I think that's my favourite part. Yeah. Like when they go into the house and they realise like how well they together. I think that was.
And like it is like the classic Scooby episode.
Yeah, and like with the ghosts and stuff and like taking the mask off.
A really cool looking ghost as well. Like for like
actually kind of
5 seconds is on screen, and then like the kids section led into like it did the opening theme.
Yes, it all came back to me. I was like, oh, they've done it right. Like they've done it how they should have. Like totally done it. Yeah,
it was like dead on. Like they were all running exactly the same way they ran in the 60s, and like the way they transitioned from like the little kids running
Yeah, I loved that.
Adults running.
Yeah,
I was like, I even like, obviously they've all got new costume designs, and I love all like the new modern costumes for like Fred and Daphne. But like even when they had them as kids, obviously the most of the time we saw them as kids, they were in the Halloween costumes. Loving like Fred in the knight in shining armor coming to rescue Shaggy and Scooby.
Yeah.
Like Daphne as
Classic.
Wonder Woman. I like Velma as the judge. Even the kid designs for like Daphne and Fred, which you only see in the opening sequence, they were really good. And again, you only saw them for about 10 seconds of screen time. I think it shows the people working on this film really like knew the characters and knew how to
and I liked how you saw how Scooby got his collar.
Yes,
because like, obviously it's he wears it like obviously all the time. And we got to see him without one.
Important for this film.
Yeah.
So, it was really nice that they set that up. It really showed the bond between like Shaggy and Scooby. Baby, like little Shaggy with his like no friends, listening to his podcast on how to make friends, speaking to like the sandcastles.
The sand, I was like, oh no, this is so too sad. I only have one thing that I wasn't a fan of when they were kids.
Oh, go on.
I just didn't like that Scooby had like the same voice when he was little.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Same tone.
It was a bit odd.
But I think maybe they didn't want to. They wanted to be careful with it. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, because I think for the rest of the kids, they did get actual children to voice them.
Yeah.
Or like actual like 12-year-olds or something. I think maybe they just didn't want to get a kid to voice Scoob. And I do want to come back to voices. Voices really is my only real complaint with the film. Ooh. It's not. I mean, it's being nitpicky, but like it's worth noting because I think we are being so positive on the film. Like any little thing, I think we should probably acknowledge, just to be fair. So then, when we get into the bulk of the film, the gang meet Simon Cowell.
Yes.
What do you think of Simon Cowell?
I loved it. I love how like he just came out of nowhere and sat next to him.
It reminds me of like in the 70s when they used to meet those random celebrities that you've never heard of. The current Scooby-Doo show, they meet celebrity guests, and I always thought they should meet Simon Cowell because I know how much, like, you know how much of a Scooby-Doo fan Simon Cowell is. Like he loves dogs, he loves cartoons. Scooby-Doo is perfect for him.
I feel like he's always up for doing a cartoon. I liked that he popped back in near the end for a little bit. And like there was reference to his show all throughout the film. How could he say that about our Shaggy and Scooby? Oh, I know. And about how friendship, like, I can't remember how he worded it now, but he basically said
can't
friendship.
Rely on it or something. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I liked how they got a few celebrities' names in, like the Hemsworth brothers. That made me laugh. I completely forgot that Fred was Zac Efron till the end. And I was like, oh my gosh, no way.
That was Troy Bolton.
I knew Daphne was Amanda Seyfried.
I think, to be honest, I think them two did a really good job. Like, I don't think they necessarily sounded like the characters, but at the same time, I don't think Fred and Daphne have particularly distinctive voices. You know, they wanted the celebrity names to like bring people in, and that was cool. And pretty much the same with Velma. Velma didn't have many lines, I don't think. I didn't notice she was Latino. There was a few like Latino
you could hear
the way
it.
she spoke, which I thought was I think it's cool. I get it. Like Scooby-Doo isn't very diverse. Like they're all white, so you know why not add that in? So like fair enough. The one, obviously Scooby just has his voice on the show. It's Frank Weller, who's been voicing him ever since What's New Scooby-Doo. And I'm glad, because I do think like it's not, you want Scooby to sound like Scooby. What did you think of Shaggy?
I was happy with Shaggy. I have no bad things about him.
Fair enough. Maybe it's just me then, because I did like Shaggy. I like the character in the film. I did not like his voice.
Yeah, I wasn't it wasn't really.
Okay, right, yeah.
I get what you mean.
I don't think he was a bad voice actor. Like, I think he delivered the lines well, but he just did not sound like Shaggy.
Yeah, I think it wasn't a big thing for me because I'm not like I love Shaggy, but I obviously love Scooby.
Right,
yeah, I know what you mean about Shaggy. Yeah, it was a bit didn't really sound.
I personally think Shaggy's voice is almost as iconic as Scooby. I think I preferred the bits where he wasn't trying to the bits where he did try, because I thought when he tried, it just sounded like a really bad impression.
Yeah, I feel like obviously from the original, when you close your eyes, you know it's Shaggy.
Exactly,
but I feel like if you close your eyes to this one, you wouldn't really be able to tell. Do you know what I mean?
That's like pretty much my only like flaw with the film, though. I love this film.
But that's your only thing that you're not.
Scoob and Shaggy go to the bowling ring. Well, so firstly, they're getting chased by these robots. I think these robots are so cute. I love
so
one.
cute.
Particularly later, like maybe not so much in this in like the chase scene when like they're trying to kill them.
I like it when they were ordering food.
That was your classic Scoob.
That was classic, yeah.
Through. And then they get captured, or should we say rescued, by the Blue Falcon and Dynamite. What did you think of Blue Falcon and Dynamite?
I liked Dynamite. I loved Blue Falcon. I loved Blue Falcon. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. But like he wasn't trying to be. Do you know what I mean? It's like just his character in general is hilarious.
Just like an idiot. Yeah. Yes, I loved it. Like he was completely different to like the original Blue Falcon. You know, like they even explained that away, like this is his son. I liked how it was like a bit of a reversal, because normally Dynamite's a bit of the stupid one. You could still tell like Dynamite was a bit goofy because he was like, smile, and like he made them all take a selfie or whatever. He was just like, I may be a bit silly, but this guy's an idiot. Like,
yeah.
I liked like the role reversal of it. Like,
yeah, I liked Dynamite's little comments he made every time like Brian spoke. I felt like his character was kind of like a lot like how we are all now. Do you know what I mean? Like we're just on our phones taking selfies.
Classic millennial. Okay, so do you know who Dee Dee was?
Right, you know what? I kind of I don't know, it's kind of there. Like I kind of feel like I do, but I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Dee Dee, which is a bit of like an obscure one. She's from Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels. And in it, the 3 teen angels find a caveman in a block of ice and they thaw him out and it's Captain Caveman. And then like they like solve mysteries and fight crime together. And Dee Dee is one of the 3 teen angels.
You know what? I feel like that's what I've remembered, but it's like so far back into my memory.
They did appear in like Scooby's Laugh Olympics. I think basically they wanted a bit more diversity in the film.
Yeah.
And they were a little stuck because obviously later on we get Captain Caveman in the film.
Yeah.
And I think they were like, ooh, we could bring in Dee Dee. I loved her. I think she was a really great choice, a great addition. I think she was a really good dynamic.
I feel like at times she was more of like the superhero more than Blue Falcon.
She definitely knew what she was doing, and she had like a full on like light staff thing at the end.
Yes,
like she was like using to fight Cerberus, and I was just like, she's better. I loved her, and I want to see more from her. I'd be happy for them to add her to the gang. Like,
yeah.
So Scooby and Shaggy got split up from the rest of the gang. They sort of went off on their own little adventure. Well, the gang basically had the mystery of trying to find out where the hell Scooby and Shaggy have gone. I really like that. I like that them two like were having their own little like superhero adventure, doing whatever they wanted, just being themselves. And the gang were like, well, we still have a mystery on our hands and it's still related to the plot. I liked the way they managed to work it. They didn't want to just do like just a straight up mystery for the entire film. I've heard some people say they didn't like that they split them up. I think that's fine. Like they classically split up anyway. Like they always split up and look for clues.
Yeah, and obviously if you're going to do a feature film, then you need to like drag it out a bit. You need to stretch it out.
I like how you got to see like 2 different styles like going on. You had like high adventure, and then they were just like, we're on the road looking for Dick Dastardly. Where is he? The police officer. That made me chuckle. Fred was brilliant in that scene. He was so funny. I
was going to say, Fred's always loved his mystery machine, and I love that they got that in there.
Yes, I love that. I think that's in a lot of the newer stuff. Fred is either obsessed with traps or obsessed with the mystery machine. And I liked the little I loved it. Loves his band.
And the little ascot that he put on.
I want to talk about the amusement park. I thought that was a really fun set piece. There were so many references in that sequence as well. Like the entire amusement park, it was called Funland from Charlie the Haunted Robot episode. Literally every single like thing inside the arcade was a reference. The scene in the Hall of Mirrors I thought was very well done. The way like Scooby was walking through and like Dastardly was in all the mirrors and like they were all different colours. I think this film did a very good job of like making it feel really cartoony. There was a lot of the timings. There was a lot of the old like Hanna-Barbera sound effects as well.
I felt like they managed to get every bit of each episode into that whole feature film. Do you know what I mean? Every episode they've done fun fair, we've done Athens, we've done mountains. Do you know what I mean? They've managed to get every little.
This is where we find out the tragic backstory of Dick Dastardly. We've been wondering all film, where is Muttley?
Yeah.
Where is that dog gone? And he's trapped. You can't split up Dastardly and Muttley.
No. Best friends. You just can't do it.
I think Dastardly's a great villain because he's quite literally the mustache twirling villain.
Your classic villain.
He's not even like, is he evil? Like, he's not like he wanted to release Cerberus onto the world. He just wanted to be reunited with his dog.
He didn't expect the three-headed dog, you know?
Exactly, he had no idea. When he got reunited with Mutt, pulled on my heartstrings. I was like, you may be the villain of this film, but I'm very happy for you right now.
Yeah. I felt like it was good when they were finally reunited, because it's like, deep down he adores him, but he hates admitting that
he's showing affection. What do you think of Captain Caveman?
I thought he was good. I thought he was classic Caveman.
I liked Captain Caveman in this. I thought he was quite funny. He was a bit different to like how Captain... Yeah, he normally can only say his name and he says quite limited speech. I liked him in this. I thought he was different. I liked how he had like full sentences. I do think it was a slight missed opportunity. I think they should have had a nice little moment between Dee Dee and Captain Caveman, because obviously they're from the same TV show. Yeah. I'm sure it was in the script, and I imagine it had to get cut for time. I think we've talked about most of the film. We've already talked about the finale, really. But I like them going to Greece. I thought that was cool. And when they like opened the door, I liked how it just sort of went back to like ancient Greece, and everything was like newly built. I thought that looked really cool. It was a nice visual.
Yeah, I liked the handprint thing as it was turning.
Like the man and the dog. And we thought it could have been the end for our Shaggy and Scooby.
There was a tiny bit of me that was like, oh my God, are they actually going to end their friendship?
I know. I wasn't like, I didn't start crying. But I think if they'd waited a few more seconds before Shaggy came back, they may have got me. But like in my head, I was like, I'm sure they're going to bring him back. And they didn't. And then they did, of course. So I was fine. You know? I wasn't affected.
There's one thing I've got left to say about the ending, which was I loved the drawings at the end, like, for the credits.
The credits, I love the credits. They look so nice, like that style.
I loved it.
When they reveal like that big like shot of them all, and they just said like, Scoob. We've got to make a poster of that. Like, I want that poster. Like a big print.
That is cool.
They solved the mystery, of course, at the end, and then finally have enough money. I presume they've got that sponsorship from Simon Cowell, and they have their own shop, and they've got a new mystery machine. What do we think? I liked that shot.
Happy ever after.
I really like that shot, and I kind of want to see more. Like, obviously the film's only been out a few days yet, so they've not released any like figures on like how many people have bought. I think they're planning a sequel, maybe. What do you think?
I think they definitely will. Because I think it's going to do so well if they release it in cinemas as well.
Yes, when they eventually open,
Yeah, when they eventually open again. I think everyone is pretty happy with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, coming from me and you, and we loved it, I think they would definitely do another one.
I think the general response I've seen online is people like it, like particularly like the Scooby fans like it. Maybe a few like critics are a bit more critical, but So apparently this is the launch of a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe. None of the other films are announced yet. We might get a Flintstones movie, a Jetsons movie, and maybe Scoob and the gang will pop up in them. That's what I think. That is the aim. Whether they do or don't with the rest of that, to get more a Scoob 2 is like that will be enough for me. I'm really happy with this film. I'm excited to see more from this world. I hope it does do well.
I really hope it does. I think it will, hopefully.
I think so. On the whole, general consensus is we both enjoyed this film. We both highly recommend it. So thank you for watching this video. Sam, thanks for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you want to see more like this, hit subscribe and the bell notification to be notified whenever new videos are ready. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching Tube of Toons. If you want more from the channel, hit subscribe. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on, follow us on our socials. Hope you liked it. Cheers.